precisely 6:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. News edited by Danushka Madhavala and read by Sharifa Tahir. Headlines. New laws will be enforced soon to take stern actions against the persons who illegally conduct land reclamations. Legal experts say that the report of the UN Human Rights Commissioner mainly focuses internal affairs rather than human rights issues. Next week will be named as the Week of Prosperity. Sri Lanka surpassed 70,000 coronavirus patients. Sri Lankan Airlines has signed an agreement with the BMICH in Colombo to promote MICE tourism. Construction of a new urban car park will commence today at Union Place, Colombo 7. And in news overseas, Europe's oldest person survives COVID just before 117th birthday. Local news in detail. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says that new laws will be enforced soon to take stern actions against the persons who illegally conduct land reclamations. The new laws will be published soon. The Premier was addressing a progress development meeting held at the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development yesterday. Legal expert senior lawyer Pratibha Mahanamaheva says that the report submitted by the UN Human Rights Council Commissioner against Sri Lanka has addressed internal affairs of the government rather than the human rights issues in the country. In that report, the Commissioner has focused attention on 6 main points. The 17-page document contains 11 recommendations, but all the main 6 points does not address human rights issues, he said. Chairman of the Presidential Task Force in charge of economic revival and poverty eradication, Basil Rajapaksa says that next week will be named as a Week of Prosperity. Budget proposals programs will be implemented during the week. He was speaking at the second round of discussions to develop young entrepreneurs in the country. The meeting was held at the Temple Trees yesterday. Sri Lanka surpassed 70,000 coronavirus patients. 975 more persons were tested positive for the virus in the country yesterday. The total novel coronavirus cases detected in the country have increased to 71,211. Epidemiology unit data showed that 5,788 active cases are still under medical care at selected hospitals and treatment centers. However, 65,053 persons who were infected with the virus have been discharged upon returning to health. In the meantime, the death toll from the virus outbreak stands at 370. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation giving you the news.
People's Bank introduces the Parinatha Vishrama loan scheme to honor and empower pensioners.
Continuing with more stories here at home. Construction of a new car park will commence today at Union Place, Colombo 7 under the patronage of Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. It is the third out of 12 car parks scheduled to be constructed in the Colombo area. 605 million rupees will be spent in this regard. State Minister Consultant Dr. Sita Arambipula says that the target is to build a labour force with skills. She said that the economy of the country can be strengthened only by developing the human resource. She mentioned this while attending a function yesterday at the National Apprentice and Training Authority. The ceremony has been organised to hand over letters of appointments to the new staff of the authority. That's on local news.
People's Bank introduces the Parinatha Vishrama loan scheme to honor and empower pensioners.
මෙච්චර අඩු පොලියකට
අපේම දරුවෝ වගේ අපට සැලකිල්ල.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Sri Lankan Airlines has signed an agreement with the BMICH in Colombo to promote MICE tourism. Under the agreement reached with Sri Lankan Holidays under Sri Lankan Airlines, the BMICH has agreed to provide special rates for facilities obtained by them. Chief Executive Officer of Sri Lankan Airlines, Vipul Gunatilaka, said that tourists arriving on MICE travel in the country spend more during a short period of time than the tourists who arrive on vacation.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
And on What's Light, the Central Environmental Authority assured that the ban of using polyethylene terephthalate and polyvinyl chloride material for packing agrochemicals in sachet packets will be banned from 31st of March. In addition to this, manufacturing cotton buds with plastic stems and inflatable toys will be banned from this date.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News headlines. WHO says extremely unlikely coronavirus leaked from lab in China. Polish court tells 2 Holocaust historians to apologize. Europe's oldest person survives COVID just before 117th birthday. We move on to world news in detail. International experts investigating the origins of COVID-19 have all but dismissed the theory that the virus came from a laboratory in China. Peter Ben Barak, the head of the World Health Organization mission, said it was extremely unlikely that the virus leaked from a lab in the city of Wuhan. He said more work was needed to identify the source of the virus. The investigation could now focus on Southeast Asia, one expert said. The WHO team are currently at the end of their investigation mission. A Polish court has ordered 2 Holocaust historians to apologize to the niece of a dead village mayor for having accused him of collaborating with the Nazis in World War II. Despite finding them guilty of defamation in a book, the court did not order them to pay damages. The World Holocaust Remembrance Center, Yad Vashem, called the case a serious attack on free and open research. Professors Barbara Engelking and Jean Grabowski can appeal. Finally on World News, a French nun who is Europe's oldest person has survived COVID-19 just days before her 117th birthday. Lucille Randon, who took the name of Sister Andre in 1944, tested positive for coronavirus on 16th January but didn't develop any symptoms. She told local media that she didn't even realize she had it. She isolated separately from other residents in a retirement home in Toulon, southern France, but is now considered fully recovered. Sister Andre, who is blind and uses a wheelchair, is now looking forward to celebrating her birthday on Thursday, although she is going to mark the occasion with a smaller group of residents than usual. That's on World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development news. Minister of Education, Professor G.L. Piris announced all schools in the country will reopen for all grades from March 15th. Meanwhile, many schools in the Western Province will be able to reopen from February 15th once the approval is granted for the district recommendations forwarded to health authorities, he said. The District Development Committee has recommended that 412 out of 495 schools in the Colombo district will be able to open for academic activities from the 15th of February. However, the reopening of 80 schools in the district has not been recommended by the committee. Education Minister stated that once the GCE ordinary level examination ends on March 11th, steps will be taken to reopen all schools for all grades from the 15th of March under the consent of health authorities. That's on development news. Moving on to sports news now, and on soccer, Juventus beat Inter Milan 2-1 on aggregate to reach the Coppa Italia final following a 0-all draw in the second leg of the semi-final. Leading from the first leg in Milan, Juve survived a couple of scares before making it to the final for the second successive season. Former Manchester United forward Romelu Lukaku and Achraf Hakimi missed presentable chances for the visitors. Cristiano Ronaldo was denied by two superb saves from Samir Handanovic. In the meantime, the pilot of the helicopter which crashed, killing basketball superstar Kobe Bryant, his young daughter, and 7 other people had probably become disoriented amid fog, U.S. safety investigators have said. The helicopter smashed into a hillside near Calabasas, California on the 26th of January 2020. Pilot Ara Zobayan was among the dead. Investigators also said Zobayan may have felt self-induced pressure to complete the flight for Bryant. That's on sports news.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Sampath Bank PLC entered into a strategic alliance with Trizen, a premium smart living project being developed in Union Place, Colombo by John Kills Properties in partnership with Indra Traders that shares the bank's penchant for innovation. Sampath Bank seeks to partner with this path-breaking project and offer prospective Trizen buyers tailor-made home financing solutions.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down. Everything is sorted. Why? I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And on economic news, oil prices made their biggest weekly gain this year, reaching pre-pandemic levels at a one-year high. The price of Brent crude is about to breach the important psychological mark of $60 per barrel. The declining crude oil inventories in the world's 2 largest oil-consuming nations and largest economies, the US and China, have led to an outlook of a tightening market.
Congratulations on your promotion. Heard you gave a treat for everyone in your department yesterday.
Yeah.
When will be our treat, huh?
Well, how about today?
Oh no, I was just joking. We'll have a party with your new salary.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Another weather update. Mainly fair weather will prevail over most parts of the island. Showers or thunder showers are likely at a few places in Sabaragamuwa province and in Galle, Madura and Kaluthara districts during the evening or night. Misty conditions can be expected in central Sabaragamuwa, Uva provinces and in Galle and Mathura districts during the morning. That's our weather update, and with that we conclude the morning bulletin of news.